So I figured before I finish with this, I might as well make a teaching aid in case you happen to get the same type of notification. When I attempt to load up the current save, I'm going to get a notification like you see right here, where it says I have missing content. It's going to ask if I want to search for the unidentified content in the creations menu. By selecting yes, it's going to take me into the creations menu. Keep in mind it will only do this if you attempt to load a save that has missing content. If you go to creations first, then this method's not going to work for you. It's going to give me a list once I'm in here to make it a little bit easier to remember what is missing and search it to download it again. So while we're waiting for this, apparently Bethesda has changed something because the game hasn't been updated, so they must have changed something on their end and made Bethesda Network even worse than it had. So I'm going to have to go to the old video that I had for saving and loading to Bethesda Net and either take it down or simply put something at the start of the title to let you know it's no longer a reliable method. If you're wondering why, while we're waiting for this motherfucker to load, because I'm going to wait till these icons load, why I'm having to do this, why I'm missing content, that's because Skyrim, being Skyrim, decided for no reason whatsoever that's just going to start crashing every time I try to load it. And I'm not talking about loading a save or anything, I mean the app. Before it ever even gets to the main menu, it crashes. And I've been now going at this several hours putting this stuff back, and I've really about had it with this fucking game. If it wouldn't be for the fact that this game was a gift from my ex-girlfriend, and I'm not going to waste her money by deleting it permanently, I would. I'm that fed up with it. Anyways, I figured I might as well make a teaching tool out of this, because I knew the only way to fix the issue was to completely delete the app and reinstall it, which wiped all of my mods, my load order, everything. And so, used to, when you would take and try to load a save, it would find the missing content and then ask if you want to download it. But this time it's doing it this way, so Bethesda must have changed something on their end. Okay, so bring up your search function L1, take your on-screen keyboard off the circle, hit L1 again, and you'll see that you have a missing content list. Now, I only have a few items left because I've been at this all fucking night. But what you want to do is, don't type it in exactly how it shows it here. So, like, if I want increased blood amount, I'm just going to put increased blood. I have my mods bookmarked. That'll make them a little bit easier to find which ones they are. If you try to type it in exactly how it shows it, most of the time it's not going to find it. So it just kind of gives you an idea of what you're looking for. And it will only display so much of this list. Once you've downloaded them, it's not going to remove the ones you downloaded till you reload the files, at which point it'll take you back to that save, tell you the next set of stuff that is missing, and then you'll have to come in here, do that again. And I have one mod that I'm not able to reinstall because it's a mod by Sir Ruin that was a cheat and tweak mod that I really enjoyed for the fact that it kept my followers from spamming the sheath and unsheath animations whenever I would take and like draw my weapon or whatever. And unfortunately, Sir Ruin decided that only Anniversary Edition users should have that mod when it had worked for both Special and Anniversary, and so updated it to make it impossible for people like me to be able to use because I'm Special Edition without all the Creation Club content. So I keep getting a notification for it, but it keeps installing it in my load order and then telling me that it can't work whenever I restore from Bethesda Net, because I've been doing that after downloading these, trying to get it to go back into place, because it kind of works to get it back into place. You'll notice that the mods I've just downloaded, once we get down there, will be at the bottom, and then when I restore from the load order, it's going to put them, hopefully, back where they were at. I have been having to rearrange some of these manually, though. It's definitely not as reliable as it once was. Also, oddly enough, the one to remove the palindromes off of the Dark Seducer armor is now back in my load order, and I didn't download it. It keeps coming back. I used it as a teaching tool a while back because it had bad data in it to show what would happen, but I deleted it, and I haven't had it in there since, but it keeps coming back, so at this point, fuck it, I don't even care anymore. I'm sick of messing with this damn thing. Okay, a couple of these are back. Rest of these, though, are not in the correct order. I'm going to have to move all this shit back. I'll do that later. So here is what I'm talking about. You see it shows it's active, but if I click on it, it's going to tell me this. It's not actually active. I have to keep deleting it out of there because it's causing an error because it's no longer available to Special Edition users. In any case, I figured before I got done doing this, in case you have the issue that I have here, apparently that's the way it's doing it now. So I wanted to show for those that didn't know, you can bring up a list, make it a little bit easier on yourself to find what you're missing.